quite steep. If it was wet, it'd be really slippery. We came down it in the wet last year and said we wouldn't want to go up it, and then here we are in March. Quite a decent one.
Huh?
Good morning to our Uptime Journey channel. Today we're going to take a walk. We're staying here in Shanklin and the Isle of Wight, and we're going to take a walk over to Ventnor for afternoon tea. It's actually about 10:15 in the morning at the moment, and it's the 12th of March. The weather is really great for a walk today. So let me enjoy this walk. I'm not going to be too long with the video, I don't think, but I will put the maps up of where we walked over Luccombe Down, and then probably back through Bonchurch and along the front. So let's see what today brings. And thanks for watching as well.
Yeah. Walking down the Badger Road.
The Badger Road?
Badger Road is where we see badgers.
And foxes.
And foxes.
And
pheasant.
Just walked down from where we're staying on Priory Road, and we've come to Church Road, and there's this monument here. I don't know if you can read that. The Royal Marine Commandos, and they did their training here. They had their headquarters here. The headquarters of the unit was here, and we're quite near the Chine at Shanklin. So the Chine is where some of the US Rangers, before they took part in the D-Day landings, actually trained prior to D-Day. So this road here runs up out of Shanklin Old Village. Approaching the church here at Church Lane, just after we've started. Very ornate gate to the church, St Boniface. This is the first part of the church lane we're walking up the hill. I don't know whether you can hear there. Oh, woodpecker in the background. There he is. There's a lot of wildlife obviously around here. You've seen badgers and foxes and pheasants. Big rookery back there as well. Jenny was asking why do they all nest together. I suppose it's the canopy in the trees, they like to be together. Just a mile into our walk. We're now on the bit of road called Cowleys Hill. We're going to look for a path to the right of us when we come off Cowleys Hill. So it's very sunny, 6-7 degrees I suppose, but it feels a bit warm now. And, yeah. Some nice views out there. When I got to the top of Cowleys Hill now, I go downhill for a bit. I think we're going to go up this footpath here. Of course we need to get up there on top of that. It's warmed up, I mean with the sun. I'm having to roll the sleeves up, take a layer off. There's some great views up here. Now we've got to the top of Cowleys.
We're going up there.
It's done about 1.5 miles now, and we're at the gateway to Luccombe Farm, which is down there. Getting some great coastal views. We're going to go up, you can see that ridge line there, we're going to go up there That's where we're heading for, onto Luccombe Down. This road is quite busy, nearly all the time. It was actually closed for about a year because of a landslip. Not very far down this road now, where a piece of the coastline fell away into the sea, and it's renowned, obviously, this coastline here, for erosion, and there's not much they can do about it really. People have built near the coast, and then you've got all the kind of chalk under cliffs, and yeah, it's not very stable. They just had another landslip actually in the town of Ventnor, which closed another road, so hopefully we'll see that later on in this video. So I've actually got to a bend in the road now where footpath SS77 is across the road, and it's actually signposted radar station 3/4 mile. There's actually bus stops around here, so if you wanted to catch the bus here, there's a bus stop my side of the road just up there, and there's another one here. So yeah, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that sign there that says radar station. It goes up by somebody's house, and we actually came down here once through the side of here, and it can be quite muddy in the winter. I think it was last September. We're now in March. I've had a couple of weeks of dryish weather. I'm going to walk a short distance past this house here, and there's a nondescript path, but this path leads to National Trust gate, I suppose, or there's a gate here, and it goes through this person's garden. It doesn't look lived in. Thank you, Jenny. So there's a bit of a sign here, and this is what we're after. We're going Luccombe Down, and I'll put a map up anyway, but here's kind of the one that's up on the post, and yeah, it's a nice walk as long as it's not raining. This first piece of the path, it's quite steep. If it was wet, it'd be really slippery. We came down it in the wet last year. I said we wouldn't want to go up it, and then here we are in March. Had a few weeks of dry weather, a few showers probably, but yeah, it's not too bad. Jenny says we've got to watch the barbed wire as we go over here, so no, okay, yeah. As you can see, nice little path up to the downs. It doesn't look that overused. I think we did see one person here last year. I won't get up on the top. I'll be back. So, as Arnie had said, I'm back. And okay, there's the path behind me, and we're just coming out into the open. We're going into Luccombe Down, and then further on it runs into St Boniface, and then that's where we'll come down off St Boniface into Ventnor town. So this is a nice walk. If you're in Shanklin, you don't mind spending, I don't know, a couple of hours just having a wine gum. There's a lot of gorse up here. and cut it down, burn it off. We'll have a look round at the view. Good day today. You can see the spinnaker over there. I'll put a little pointer on it. So that's Portsmouth. Very good, went there the other day on the hovercraft, which will be a video about. And yeah, then we see all the container ships out here. Sometimes a weekend there's probably 7 or 8 large cargo vessels there, but it's good visibility today. Yesterday you wouldn't have seen down the bottom of this hill, so yeah, a nice kind of blue grey skies about it, and blue sky there. Now we're at the top of Luccombe Down. We've got an easy life really, because it's chalk path all the way here now, undulates a bit, goes up to the radar station. It's one of the high points, not the highest point I don't think, but one of the highest points on the island. The Garmin's just buzzed, so that's 2 miles, so we're just done 2 miles, and that's taken us 56 minutes, so yeah, it's quite fast really. It's not.
Very peaceful up here.
As I was just walking along, I just realised it's not, it's kind of, I thought it was a chalk path, probably is chalk in there, but there's a lot of flint, so I've just picked a piece up for you to, I mean there's a lot of flint, there's flint everywhere, so here's the piece I've just picked up. So yeah, the path is flinty. Obviously I have to bring some vehicles up here because, as I say, there is a radar station up here. There is actually a car park, so you can come from another direction, I think towards Wroxall, and you can come and park up here. But there's no fun in driving up, is there, really? I mean, anybody can drive up. So yeah, there's the views. I think we're about the highest point now, because I just felt a bit of a breeze really, so that's been a breeze all the way up. We're turning around, just about to see the top of the, where the radar station is there. We're going to go round. You can go over there, straight over I think, and I think that's the car park there. Just have a quick look. Yeah, so there's a car park. And then we're going to go down this way though, because it takes it around towards the coast more. And follow Jenny. Some lovely blue skies today. And just a touch of breeze, not even really, can't even call it a breeze. We'll go along for a bit now till we hit St Boniface, and then we'll go down the slope on the other end of St Boniface into Ventnor. If you want seascapes, this is the place to come. I think the only other place you get a view like this is if you go down towards the Needles and up over the Tennyson Down. Down there, so that's where we're heading to. In fact, that's probably Bonchurch there. Yeah, Bonchurch, and then further along around the corner is Ventnor. So if you're following a coastal path, there is actually a sign here for the coastal path diversion, which takes you down there. But we're not, we're carrying on along here. Follow this fence. I think you can follow it either side. We're going to go inside of here, I think. There's Jenny, she's gone through the other gate. This is a nice little path here on this hill. And takes you into kind of like towards a valley, which is very picturesque. The other side of the radar station, which we're approaching. If you're up here in the summer, we've been up here in kind of, I don't know, April, May time, you'll maybe hear the engines of a Rolls-Royce Merlin, and you'll see there's a couple of flights take place around here from an airbase over on the mainland. They've got a couple of Spitfires that fly people out around the Needles battery and back. So if you've got a few £1,000 or dollars, you can sit in the back seat of a trainer Spitfire. I think it starts from about £3,500. Always like these trees. There's a wood of trees down here on the side of the downs here. Right underneath the masts now. That's called St Boniface Down. So we're kind of coming off the top of Luccombe. So look at the signs here. Yeah, there's a path back there where you can go down towards Bonchurch. We're going to go down that public footpath V1, but if you go to the right, you can go up towards Wroxall, and that's St Boniface Down, and we are underneath the radar. Transmitter. And we are 2.7 miles and an hour and 24 minutes into our stroll. It's not like these people that go to do a walk and want to do it in 45 minutes. Want to actually see something. So as soon as we've come over the top now, there's some wind here over the top of that. We've been in sheltered, I think, and it's kind of fooled us. So always bring another layer with you, because you never know what it's going to be like over the other side. It's a bit cool now. I would say it's about 3 or 4 degrees C now. And yeah, up here, lots of wildlife here. longhorn sheep down there. Are they sheep? Not like sheep. You can see by these trees here how windy it gets up here. These are all shapes and sizes. But it's a lovely valley. This is in the summer. It's you know, or later on in the spring. Yeah, it's an idyllic walk. This is. And if you were just to do one thing, then maybe come to Ventnor, walk up here, do a circuit, and then walk back down. This is the more scenic part of the walk, I think. Talking about Spitfires earlier on, I'm going to try and put a piece of video in from a few years ago when we were actually at the Needles battery and they came overhead. So hopefully I can find that and put it in here. I think they're more scared of us. Very cool. Come off the top of Boniface here. We've got a treat. It's about the steepest path we ever go down, really. So you have to be very careful, especially if it's wet. If it was wet today, I wouldn't have come up here really, because of the descent you have to take on the other side. So I'm going to film a bit of that when we get to it. It's just to make you understand how steep that is. It's yeah, it's a lot of fun coming up it, but it's probably not going to be very much fun going down it, especially if you slip over. So this is the piece that I said earlier on. It's very steep. The path takes us down into that little trading estate there. That's where we come out at the end. We're trying to find some footholds. I think we did. I think I'm going to put this camera away as we negotiate this bit. So at the moment it's dry, and you can imagine if it was wet what this would be like. We've just got to the bottom of the, well, near the bottom of the steep piece. I'll just turn the camera around and show you what it's like. So I'm going to move the camera horizontal. So if that's wet, those steps there you can see that have been kicked in. The chalk, it's very, very slippy. I think last time we came up here we both slipped over just because the surface was a little bit wet, and then at the bottom we go through this gate and then down some steps into trading estate. bye.